The things that I am most proud of are very simple. One is space. So closets where people can actually have all their clothes. Homes with curbless showers, grab bars, kitchens that are easily reachable by someone in a wheelchair, as well as full extension drawers. And it ties into my mission, which is functional and beautiful.
We're back with STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and I'm joined by Michael Houlihan, the president of HDC Homes Without Limits. And that was a clip from a video of you and some of the work. And tell us about the homes that you design, Michael, and they're born obviously from your own experience.
Yes, they are. In 2002, my walking was becoming more challenging, even more than it had in the previous decade. And I couldn't walk steps very well, so I needed to get into a home that would work for my wife and I. And the interesting thing that I've learned out of that renovation and making it work for me, that people would go in and say, I want that. I want that in my house. My wife Mary says it's a benefit to her. So even though our house is a little bit more generous than all homes, the homes that I'm doing right now are only 2,250 square feet, but they have the same qualities. They have generous closet space, they have room to move, they have full extension drawers, they have knobs on the stoves in the front so one can manage the temperatures, easily accessible switches and lighting that you can turn on and off from your iPhone, manage the temperatures in your home from your iPhone. So it's really the beginning of what I am calling the home of the future. So
somebody wouldn't walk into your home or a home that you've designed for somebody else and say, oh, this is different. What you're saying is they'll say this house is really works for anybody.
That's the idea. The idea is not to have it look like anything other than a home that everyone wants.
So we think of homes for the disabled as having lots of grab bars and things like that, but
not at all. In fact, with Dr. Lewis's home, because he's so athletic.
And he was the gentleman in the video in
yes,
the kitchen. Okay.
He asked not to have grab bars put in his house. He has one handle to grab a hold of in his bathroom. So we customize all that.
Okay.
But when anyone goes in my homes, they're all custom.
Okay. Okay. So when you meet with a client to talk about what they might need, how is that conversation? How does that go? Where do you start?
Well, it oftentimes starts with a single room. So if someone will say, you know, I really want to renovate my bathroom and it's starting to get hard to step over the tub and I think maybe I might want to do something. And I think holistically. So instead of looking at just the bathroom, which we can do, it needs to be inside of a larger context. And that larger context is serving them for their entire lives. So we need to know how people get in and out of their homes. They need to know how they're going to get to that bedroom and bathroom, that kitchen, and how are they going to get outside. I don't want people to be able to only be inside their home. I want them to be able to enjoy their yard, be able to enjoy their view. So I always think functional and beautiful because everyone appreciates that.
So they may start with the bathroom, but you're thinking how are they getting from outside all the way to that bathroom and everything in between.
I mean, I've had people that say, I know I can live on the third floor of the house. What can we do to make the third floor work? And I said, John, what if we have an earthquake? What if we have a power outage? What if there's something happens? You need to be able to get in and get out. You don't want to be trapped up here.
Right.
And he loved his home, but as a result of my counseling, he got another home and he's thrilled by it.
Yeah, it must be exciting to see the difference that you make in people's day-to-day lives. And speaking of that, you just got a really nice honor from Paraquad.
Yes.
Tell us about that award.
It's called Shine the Light Award. And I was nominated by Rob Hoyerman, who is on the board of Paraquad, because he knows what I'm committed to. I'm committed that all people have accessibility and have full lives and without barriers. And they nominated me for the award, and I was actually quite humbled, because as I thought about the award, I was really moved by all the extraordinary people in my life that have my vision unfold. So it's the architects that I work with, the contractors I work with, the physical therapists that I go and see 3 days a week in order to stay as strong and mobile as I possibly can, and then the partnership that they provide for me so that I get to have a full life.
Yeah. So what an honor for you to be here to tell us about this, and certainly that is the mission of Paraquad, so I can see why you would definitely be a recipient of that award from them. So thank you so much, Michael, for joining us today.
You're
and
welcome.
Best of luck to you and your designs for the future for all of us. For more information on HDC Homes Without Limits, visit hdcstl.com. And there you can navigate available services as well as upcoming projects. Stay tuned to STL TV Live. We'll be right back.